Close the fucking door.
They don't have a game tonight, but we all got basketball.
Yo, we are live, and it is the Gauntlet Friday night, season 5. 5 of them things for that ass. I am Denzel Snipes, and to the right of me is JT, and right below him is Detroit Dom, and to the left of him is the Ravens aficionado himself, JJ Jenkins. Brought to you live in part by Sideline Sports Network. Tune in to all of our great shows. We also have a sub show picked off. There's also a Sideline Sports Show, the Sports Insiders, Top Rope Talk, you name it, we got it. And there's going to be more to come. So before we get started, how's everyone doing tonight?
Good. Fell asleep after work. Barely woke up in time for the show, per usual.
JJ, no food tonight, buddy?
Different after work.
No, the foods is. I'm gonna heat it up in a second. It's some fried shrimp.
It's now been 1 second.
Hey, you
I'm doing good.
Can't go wrong with a fried shrimp and fried platter. You know what I'm saying?
I missed the day.
Say
what?
I was just saying it's a feel-good Friday, but go ahead.
No, my bad.
I just now realized that Bacon Grizzler's picture or whatever is a bald eagle.
You just now realized that?
He used to be Bacon Grizzler X69. Now he's 6929. Pretty interesting. A little bit of rebranding going on over there.
Yeah, I know,
Bacon.
right? Well,
Bacon's cool. Bacon's cool.
Well, I think it's about time. Shout out to Bacon Grizzle, one of our loyal fans throughout all these great seasons here at the Gauntlet. But right now, it is time for your favorite segment and mine, the sports moron of the week, the most egregious actions and takes from the sports world. Which one of y'all motherfuckers gonna say it? Because I know y'all done seen the sports news. It's only the biggest. You know what? JT, go ahead and kick us off, man. Sports moron of the week.
I actually wasn't gonna go.
He's got his own. Let me handle it since it's from my state.
Yeah, but I will start us off though with something else, and this is something that we alluded to during Picked Off this week and also last week on Sports Moron. But it's the Washington Commanders team for once again having the deja vu of the RG3 situation, where Jaden Daniels got injured in the game, which we mentioned on the show that it was we wasn't hoping for it, but we pretty much said, and JJ agreed, that it's probably going to happen that he gets injured again. So you guys had a good quarterback. RG3 had a great rookie season, and then we're terrible pretty much since then, except for a couple years with Kirk Cousins. Terrible again. Now you get a franchise quarterback, go to the NFC Championship, and now you're 3-10, and you're forcing him to play when he's injured, and he re-injures himself. So you're supposed to be a franchise that learns lessons from the past, and you got new ownership, yet you're still doing the same dumb shit. So Washington Commanders, Dan Quinn, or whoever made this decision, you're an idiot. You're sports moron of the week.
He channeled himself some Mike Shanahan, did he?
Yeah, he did. JJ, I think you had something to add on to this also, didn't you?
Yes. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna do a little good cop, bad cop, because I do have the same feelings as James, but as you can see, James does not hold back on how he says it. Me, I'm just going to simply say it's just, why? I really don't think it was necessary. And on top of that, your offensive line has had issues all season, and you're going against a defense with a defensive coordinator who enjoys sending the pressure. It just wasn't the recipe to put him in that situation. And it's like, I don't know, man. And it's like, I keep hearing from my friends and everybody at my job, they're saying that it's not serious or whatever. We don't know. But at the end of the day, it's just, that wasn't a situation This whole season hasn't gone how y'all expected. So at the end of the day, you shouldn't have had him out.
I expected it.
Well,
exactly how I expected it. Because until further notice, Jaden Daniels is Griffin. Griffin is Daniels. Finkel is Einhorn. Einhorn is Finkel. But sorry to interrupt. Keep going, JJ.
No, you good, my
Place is out.
No, you good, my friend. No, it was just one of those things where it's just like, yeah, I don't know if I would have did that, but you did, and now you have to see. You know, James, bad cop, and James is gonna give it to you the real way. But yeah.
All right,
Yep.
and
Just pure stupidity.
Dom, and who you got for Sports Moron?
So this isn't a topic. This is just a sports moron.
Yeah.
A part of the topic. Just say it. And
You know,
we'll chime in.
we've only got maybe 3 more weeks if we're going by calendar year. I think Sharon Moore may have secured himself Sports Moron of the Year. This motherfucker. Woo! And I didn't. Man, it's like, thank God I'm not a Michigan fan, but I still have secondhand embarrassment. Not for this man, but for this program. The Sharon Moore, when did that happen? On Wednesday?
Yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Whatever.
Tuesday or Wednesday. This man had himself quite a day. He was fired from his position as head coach at Michigan, and fired for cause because, again, channeling his, why am I drawing a blank on his name? Mel Tucker. He said, Mel Tucker, hold my beer. This man got caught not only banging a staffer, he also was instrumental in acquiring this woman a raise, nearly double her salary. Like, someone wasn't going to look into that. The other thing I'm thinking off, another nominee for Sports Moron is
does anybody know the age? How big the age difference was between the girl and him?
Not as much as you think. She was in her, I think, early mid-20s. Sharon Moore's not as old as I thought he was. He's like
39.
late 30s. Yeah, late 30s. So it's not quite as skeevy and disgusting as it
So she's
sounds.
like 20 years older than him.
It's
Or
close,
he's like
yeah.
20 years older than her.
It's still pretty skeevy. It's disgusting. It's inappropriate. But then not only that, after
Pretty
he
weird.
was fired, apparently after leaving the office, his first stop was not to stop at home and say, hey, honey, I got fired for diddling an underling. He went and hollered at the girlfriend, the mistress, call her what you will, and apparently made threats upon her life, assaulted her, then also made threats upon his own life, and then was escorted to St. Joseph's Memorial Hospital by either state police or potentially Ypsilanti's finest, and was, detained. And now he's, as far as I know, I'm sure he's bailed out by now, but his next stop after getting out of the hospital was Washtenaw County Jail.
Yeah.
So this man, I mean,
Deservedly so.
yeah, I'm guessing. I don't know what his next trip. If he was smart, when he got out of jail, if it was like in the morning or early afternoon, hopefully he went to his house and started packing up his stuff, because I'm pretty sure the next stop for him is a hotel, because I'm assuming his wife is throwing him out of the house and asking for a divorce.
Oh yeah.
It's so. I mean, like, did you learn nothing from your mentor about how to cheat and get away with it? The real sad thing is, because they went 9-3, they didn't have a terrible season.
They didn't.
I mean, I think they were probably looking for a reason or an excuse to fire him. Losing to Ohio State, that certainly helped his cause. I think if they beat Ohio State, this may have been covered up. Because if they beat Ohio State, I think they might get in the playoffs. Now that they did
it was too bad, bro. But go ahead.
I mean, they were 9-3. If they win that game against Ohio State, they're 9-2. There's a few other teams in the playoffs.
The only way that I could see them covering it up is if they were in the college football playoff as a 1 seed.
Yeah, probably.
That's the only way I can see them covering it.
I don't think it matters what their record is. Some things is bigger than football. You're not going to cover up any situation like this.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time they covered up a cheating scandal, now would it? Granted, different kind of cheating. We're talking athletically rather than what are we calling that? Socially, interpersonal relationship wise. But yeah, I mean, the other side of the coin is it's kind of a blessing in disguise for Michigan fans because a lot of fans wanted him fired anyways. And now financially, because he was fired for cause, the buyout becomes either almost non-existent or the number went way down. Because when you get fired for cause, rather than just saying, fuck you, you're stuck at your job, we want you gone. His buyout was supposed to be like 50 or 60 million, and now it's somewhere between 0 and a lot less than that. So Michigan fans should be rejoicing, other than the embarrassment that Sharon Moore has brought upon their program.
Yeah, I mean, this is the same guy that when Jim Harbaugh was suspended for like 4 games or something like that, of like 3 years back. He took over as interim head coach, and he's just the same man who was in tears in front of the camera wanting to thank Jim Harbaugh for an opportunity and everything like that. Jim Harbaugh takes the job in Los Angeles for the Chargers, and then he takes over. He slides right over into the head coaching spot from the offensive coordinator position. And you're there, 2 years? Like it literally was like yesterday, like that he was hired as the head coach. That's how fast this went. You know, it's like, damn, this dude was just hired as the head coach, and now he's got the. My first thought when this happened was, I was like, dude, this is. I was like, this is kind of Ime Udoka 2.0, but it wasn't nearly as bad as this one, right? Because you figure, man, you get fired. That's one thing. Then you go to the woman's house and you communicate threats. The crazy part about it is typically in like a side chick situation, it's the side chick bitches. It wasn't even her. Apparently it was the DoorDasher. He DoorDashed her a Plan B, and the DoorDasher recognized his name. He told the university.
Get the fuck out of here.
Dude, if he had not, now, just for the record, people, let me preface this by saying, I'm not condoning any of the infidelity or anything like that. But, strategically speaking, if he had never DoorDashed a Plan B, this is not a conversation.
You would be shocked how often I've lost track of the number of times I've DoorDashed a Plan B. The first time I saw it on the list, I was like, "Are you?" But I mean, that's a much highly information sensitive scenario. But it's like I think most of us have all been to the CVS, the Walgreens, whatever, to pick up a Plan B. It's kind of embarrassing. So it's like, let me spend this extra $6 and send the DoorDasher. They'll never know. And never once have I seen the, hand it directly to customer.
Right.
Because
JJ,
I wanted to hand it to him and be like, here's some condoms on me. Do better next time.
All right, JJ, what were you going to say?
Man, how far doomed we are as a whole world, because this whole situation is all bad. It's not even just that. It's just the reason that's explaining about this. And my gosh, what I keep learning is coming true. And it makes sense why he crashes out, because his whole life is coming down because you didn't think about your choices before you actually did it. And then talking about getting away with it and stuff. And then for me, I'm like, man, we are doomed. We are doomed. This is crazy. At the end of the day, you cheated on your wife, number one. And in suppose this is another thing. No one wants to accept accountability, as opposed to saying, dang, I messed up. I would have done better. No, you get mad and lash out at her, but it's just another reminder, bruh. I'm sorry. It lets me know that, I don't care what anybody says, because I will say, I keep saying this every week to all of our viewers and everyone prefaces, this is just from how I see it. And I am someone that does believe and let my faith lead me. Man, Satan did his job today. He is working. He is all up in Sharon Moore. He is all up in the people around this situation. He's all up in Michigan because this man never thought he would be touched. And this man got touched, and now his world is crashing down. Yes, let Satan think you that you could let them, if you believe, and I know some of our viewers do, you know it. Let Satan lead you astray just so he can make you think you've got everything away. Because trust and believe, actions have consequences. Whatever goes around comes around. You may not think it ever will happen at that day, but everything we do, you will eventually have to answer to. And if you don't think so, and this goes back to the last week when I'm talking about Mr. 50 Cent, our actions have consequences. When we think we're doing something and we're like, oh, we're going to get away with it, go ahead and think so. Everything comes back. And so I pray for his heart. I pray for his soul. The only way he can get out of this is he has to sit here and stop what he's doing, because at the end of the day, it's not going to get better until you admit that you are tainted and you are flawed, because at the end of the day, we are inevitably flawed. And from my personal opinion, I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Like,
wasn't Sharon Moore pretty loud and proud about?
I'm not quite finished yet, because at the end of the day, how many examples do we need? We had Rick Pitino get bribed from a person and lose his job because he was out here banging somebody else and something like that. We got Harvey Weinstein serving in jail because he's out here doing stuff and raping and stuff. When is it going to click in everybody's head what the real problem is? Sex. Sex is the problem with these people, because they think they can do whatever they want. And we live in a world that believes that if you got money, you can get whatever you want. And that's why you get caught up, because you think you can get away with something like that, and you don't realize that you cannot. And I speak from personal experience, because I know when you do something wrong that you know in your heart that you ain't supposed to do. Not one moment did he look back and think that I have a wife at home raising my kids to allow you to do better. No. But again, maybe he doesn't believe. But I would sit there and say, man, for me, for how I look at it, if I was in your situation and I was doing the exact same thing with you, knowing how I view faith, I would have been like, damn, Satan's got me right now. I got to let this go. Because Satan convinced me to think that I can get away with cheating on my wife. I can get away with trying to pay off some situations off. I can get away with trying to crash out about something and then I'm okay because my people at my job lied about it. Yeah, your people around. The message I had literally from my faith the other day, and I'll end it with this, is what you feel in your heart, your world turns into that. And I had to think about that, and I'm like, it's right. When I've had my darkest days, my heart was filled with darkness, and I was in a rut. I was this. But when I have literally worked to that, it is a mind changer. And I'm sorry, Sharon Moore. Unfortunately, now you have to answer to your actions. What everything we do was done in the dark will come into light.
Was Sharon Moore a Bible thumper too?
I'm not quite sure what his background is, but
not necessarily the Bible thumper, but even if he was, it's all at the end of the day, I would even say to my brother, like, bro, you can turn around, but I'll tell you this much. It is not going to be easy. It is going to be hurt, but it's the price that you have to pay, because all that time that you got to that level, you never once thought that this could happen. That is the lesson you need to learn. No matter what we think everything is great. The world that we think could crash in the next minute.
Yep.
The very next minute. So you have to be appreciative and you have to be grateful for the things you do. And you was not faithful to your wife. And if your wife, whatever she says to you, man, unfortunately, you have to own it. And then if she forgives you, because I believe if she's a woman that I've read about her, she will forgive you. That is your lesson to learn, that you need to stop whatever you've done in your life, because that is what God's love is all about. And if you claim to follow that, you need to be according to that. Point blank period.
It's a little, I'll say this and we'll move on. In a situation like this, man, forgiveness is very, 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 very hard, because in the grand scheme of things, not only did he embarrass himself, he embarrassed his family. Just imagine how his wife's feeling right now. You know what I mean? She's humiliated, you know? So that forgiveness might not come tonight. That forgiveness might not come next week. Hell, it may not even come 2 years from now. You know, I'm in line with what Dom said. If he's out of jail, he's chilling in a hotel somewhere. He ain't walking back in that house. You know, and this is national news. You know, it's one thing to, like, you know, have your significant other cheat on you, and I don't know, the local neighborhood might know. The whole sports world, the whole nation knows. This made news on media outlets that weren't sports. You know what I mean? So I can only imagine what she's going through. But no, all great takes from everybody, man. We're going to go ahead and move on to our Gauntlet grinders for NFL Week 14. Who was on their grind? Who kept their team in the ball game? Who won the ball game for their team? The best player, most outstanding player, however you want to do it. We'll start off with JT. What we got for your Gauntlet grinder for Week 14?
Don't steal mine.
I got back-to-back weeks. AFC Gauntlet grinder, Christian Benford. Again, scored a defensive touchdown against the Cincinnati Bengals. This time it was a pick six. Steelers game a week before, I believe, was a fumble return for a touchdown. Mm-hmm. So whatever is going on with him, he's making plays for the Buffalo Bills defense at the time when they really need it, going into the playoffs. I like what Christian Benford's doing right now. So,
do you think he's become superstitious about his pregame routine and he's repeating it now? Because I would.
If he scores this coming week, then something's going on. I don't know.
DPOY.
I don't know.
DPO. We're not playing.
That's crazy.
Who's your NFC, man?
I like what he's doing. I like what Christian Benford is doing. And in the NFC, I'm going to give it to Josh Jacobs. I didn't write down the stats or anything, but just from watching that game last week between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers, late in that game, there was one play where it was like a second and long or third and long, hands the ball to Josh Jacobs, and he runs through 3-4 tackles, runs the ball all the way down inside like the 15-yard line, setting up the first and goal. So that was big time stuff with Josh Jacobs in that game. So I'm gonna give it to Jacobs. Packers in control of the NFC North right now.
All right. And Dom, who do you have for your Gauntlet grinders for Week 14?
NFC, I've got Sam Darnold, 20 of 30, 249 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick in a victory for the Seahawks, trying to keep pace with the Rams, who unfortunately for them, for them, lost to the Carolina Panthers. So there, that tightened up the race in the NFC West all year. I wish we would have written down our preseason picks, because I think I picked the Rams to win the division, but I'm 99% sure I picked the Seahawks to get a wild card. I think more than one of us did. And yeah, that's a tight race. That's going to come down probably to the last week of the season. It'd be sick if the Rams and the Seahawks play.
I surprisingly picked the Red Cowboys. If you go back to the Gauntlet video,
I had the Rams too.
I did.
That's so embarrassing, but that is such a mature.
Red Cowboys, they're actually not bad. They're like 9-4 or 9-3 or something.
You know what? And the Niners still
denied it.
And the Niners still have a chance to win a division.
I definitely didn't think they were going to be that good, but
yeah, it's the benefit of that last place schedule. They're beating up on a lot of shitty teams.
Who's your AFC?
Tony Pollard, 25 carries, 161 yards, 2 touchdowns. That might be. He might have had a better game with the Cowboys at some point, but that's got to be his top 3 performances in his career as an NFL running back. With really kind of a pointless win for the Titans. Like, congratulations, you got another win. You got bragging rights, hood glory. It's an interesting situation because of the top 10 teams as far as draft order, like 8 of them need quarterbacks, but Tennessee is not one of them. So I'm assuming if they can, they'll be trading away that pick to someone who wants it to get a quarterback. But congratulations to them, Tony Pollard. Cam Ward didn't play very well. Tony Pollard definitely bailed his ass out. But congrats to the Titans on getting another win, number 2 on the year.
JJ.
So I knew he was going to take my pick with Tony Pollard because knowing Dom, he thinks. But I have to challenge him on one thing. Cam Pollard didn't actually play bad. Cam Pollard on that first couple drives kind of got them down there. And at the end of the day, don't underestimate a win can mean for a team that is looking for something of positivity. I think too often we marginalize things for teams, because at the end of the day, little things matter. And if you want to remember the microscope, what do all champions in every column, the greatest champions, say? What is the most important things? The little things. So it starts from the beginning. So I think we need to not marginalize it because it was a win that they have on their belt. But back to my AFC, I will go back to 2 running backs, because I will go with the Miami Dolphins with Devin A-Chain in the beginning of the first half, explosive, doing his thing, got down, got his touchdown, but then got hurt. Then come my man, Mr. Washington, come in. No problem. Kept it going against the AFC opponent. And then they got the grind and they got themselves a victory. And now they're in the hunt for the postseason. And then the NFC, I do think this is the definition of the grind. When you are an upset opponent and you go against your division rival in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, you throw an interception, but you grind out with 2 rushing touchdowns. I will give it to Mr. Rookie quarterback Tyler Show, because when I think about what's a grind, that is a grind. You were down. You kept fighting. And you are responsible for 14 points, which were part of the difference that made the game a victory in you guys' hands. That's a good game for you, man, Mr. Tyler Show. I like that grind.
Yeah, I was going to pick him too, but I forgot about the rushing touchdowns. Like, I just looked at the game log and I didn't get past passing, and I'm like, I thought he had a better game than that, but he did. So thanks for the reminder, JJ.
No, he put the team on and everything. And, hey, Dom, who'd you say the NFC grinder was?
Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold. Okay, all right, cool. Well, I got to back up. My NFC grinder was his receiver, JSN, Jackson Smith and Jigba. 7 receptions, 92 yards, two of them things. Found pay dirt twice. He averaged 13.1 yards per carry in a win at Atlanta, 37-9. And for my AFC grinder, this goes a huge shout out to the entire Houston Texans defense in a win at Kansas City, 20-10. 2 sacks, 3 interceptions, only 10 points allowed. Pat Mahomes was shut out in the first half for the first time in his career. He was held to the lowest completion percentage in a game in his career. Lowest passing yardage, 160 in a game this season, and lowest passer rating, 19.8 in his career.
I was so proud of y'all for that win.
The hype is true at this point, at least thus far, for now. The Texans are the defense you don't want to see in the postseason. Now, of course, we got to get to the postseason first. But you see what's been going on with this team. They ball hawk, they hit fast, they hit hard. Okay? They are coming with bad intentions. This is a defense that has beaten 2 former most valuable players in the 0 touchdown passes and 5 interceptions. Shout out to the H-Town defense. And when we return, we're going to see which one of us knows ball. Back after this. Yeah, what up with it? We back on the Gauntlet. We bike on the Gauntlet. It's your boy Denzel Snipes.
I actually think that the Chiefs were shut out in the first half of the Super Bowl, if I'm not mistaken.
No.
I do not think they scored until.
Wait a minute.
I thought you said that for the first time in his career.
Were they shut out they were shut out in the first half of the Super Bowl. Okay. Well, first time in the season then. Well,
I guess that would be the second time.
It'll be the second, yeah.
At least I got something to be happy about.
Hang your hat on.
Other
Hang your hat on, yeah.
All right, so this is the time of the show where we discuss who's going to know the most ball. So I got questions, and I want to see if you guys know the answer. So we're going to go through a few of them tonight. So starting with this. Who has a higher career yards per carry? Minimum 700 at least 750 attempts.
I can tell you the top 3.
All right.
Number 1 is actually Jamal Charles. Number 2 and number 3, they're within fractions of a yard from each other. It's Barry and Jim Brown. And number 4 is Nick Chubb. And I think number 5 is Derrick Henry.
I say Dom knows his yards per carry. That is his thing. That is Dom's thing.
That's definitely my number or my stat.
I'm not piggybacking on it, but I do think I remember hearing something about Jamal Charles having the highest yards per carry.
Yeah.
I do remember hearing that.
I think Nick Chubb has finally passed him in yards per carry. That's why I no longer qualify Jamal Charles. I don't know. They're right around there, but yeah, all 4 of those guys that I mentioned are over 5, and Derrick Henry is like 0.15 yards away from being 5 yards per carry.
Part of me wanted to say Gale Sayers.
Yeah.
Gale Sayers is like 4.6, 4.7, I think.
Wait, what was Barry's?
Barry's 5 flat.
Oh, okay.
Jamal.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Jamal. But since Dom said it first, he can take
That's the final answer?
Yeah.
For all you guys? You guys are all incorrect. The correct answer was Michael Vick with 8.4 yards per carry.
You curveball throwing motherfucker. He does have the requisite number of carries too. What a bastard.
He didn't say running back. He did not say running back.
He just said player, yeah.
He didn't say running back.
I didn't say running back or receiver.
You son of a bitch.
I got another one for you guys though.
That's a nice one. That's a good
Now my head's all fucked up. I'm not going to get a single
Who has
one
the
right
most
rest of the show.
Who has the most career rushing attempts in NFL history?
I want to say that it's Emmitt Smith. I'm actually no. Let me go. I'm between Emmitt Smith and I think I'm gonna say Frank Gore. No, it's one of those two. Emmitt Smith or Frank Gore.
That's 2 very good guesses. Since he already said those, and I'm not going to piggyback, I don't think it's right. I'm sure he's top 5. I'm going to go Eddie George.
No, I'm going to go Frank Gore.
Frank Gore. He played for forever.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna go Jim Brown.
Certainly not Jim Brown. He only played 10 years.
Yeah, but they ran the hell out of him at that time. So
that's true.
Point goes to JJ. It was Frank Gore.
Oh, is this Frank Gore?
That's yeah. It's crazy though because it's the obvious answer, but I don't know that I would have come up with that on my own for some. I don't know why, but
Emmitt had it for a long time. Emmitt
played for fucking ever.
Yeah,
Frank Gore played a very, very, very long time.
Yeah, man.
Okay, my next question is:
I'm gonna break this slump.
Which kicker has the most consecutive made field goals?
Damn it! I feel like it's not anyone that comes to mind right away. Oh wait, I think I might know.
Gary Anderson.
I'm going Mike Cheesy Diamond Earring Vanderjack.
I'm actually going to go with Justin Tucker.
I thought that might be that might be it. Too.
Actually, I like this answer right here.
Oh, I think that's it.
I'm saying Dan Bailey.
I think it is Dan Bailey. I'm
saying Dan Bailey.
Vanderjack.
All right, is that the final answer for you guys?
Yep,
I got Justin Tucker.
Correct answer is Adam Vinatieri with 44.
Automatic Adam.
That was the next one.
You guys were close though. I like the guess
tonight.
All right, let's see what else we got here.
That's cool. That makes sense. Freaking Adam Vinatieri.
Yeah, it's like once you hear the answer, it seems obvious, but you wouldn't have come up with it on your own. I wasn't even thinking Adam Vinatieri.
All right. How about this one? Who has the most career 1,000-yard receiving seasons? And extra point goes to somebody that can guess how many.
The number?
Yeah.
Jerry Rice, 11.
I want to. I definitely got to.
Honestly, though, I already made my guess. I'm not going to change it. I actually don't think it's Jerry Rice, but I'm sticking with Jerry Rice, 11.
I remember looking this stuff up, and I remember I'm tired. I'm torn between Jerry and Larry, and I think I'm going. You said the most 1,000-yard seasons and how many?
Yes.
Yeah.
If you can guess the number, how many it is, then I'll give you an extra point.
I'm trying to pull it up on my computer now. I'm not going to change my guess, but like this.
I'm gonna go Larry. I'm gonna go Larry. I'm gonna go Larry, and I'm gonna go 13.
Most career 1,000-yard seasons. You know what? I'm gonna go with Mike Evans. Every year until now.
How many?
Well, this is what year
12 or 13.
to year 11. He did every single year, so I'm gonna say 9.
Okay. That's your guys' final answer?
Wrong answer.
All right. Dom was the closest. It is Jerry Rice with 14.
Oh, man.
What did I say, 11?
Well,
Hey, I finally got a point.
Give Dom 2 points for that one.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was the closest. Okay. Which NFL team scored the fewest points in an NFL season?
You said what?
Fewest points scored in an NFL season.
Is this a 16-game season?
I think so.
Oh, fuck. I saw this not too long ago.
Is it six? You said 16 games or no?
Actually, no. It is 14 games.
Oh, 76 Buccaneers.
I was gonna say them.
I swear to God, that was my guess.
They lost all their damn games. It gotta be them.
Oh. 14.
I'm going Buccaneers as well. Although now I'm thinking it's wrong, but I'm not changing my guess. I saw this not too long ago, and I can't remember.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the 76 Bucks inaugural year.
Let me. The lowest points scored in the whole season.
Yep.
I know that they are abysmally bad. That Buccaneers for sure. I think I have to go with that because I do remember if it's 14 games, I do think because they didn't have anything but Leroy's.
I think it was already a 16-game season by then, though, wasn't it?
It was not. It was not, and the correct answer was the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in 1977. So point to all you guys on that one.
Yay!
You know, I said it first, but all right.
Let's do one or two more. Let's do one or two more.
You got it.
Which NFL team has the longest streak without allowing a 100-plus yard rusher in a single season? In one season.
I knew
The
this.
single season. I think it's tied between Pittsburgh and Baltimore.
I think the streak actually extends longer than 16 games, but it wasn't in one season.
Now, the season is like including postseason.
No, just one regular season.
Oh, then
I'm gonna say the 08 Steelers.
It's both of us because I remember we both had the streak and we didn't allow 100-yard rushers. 42. I don't know the year, but I know our year is like that 2000 to 2020 to 21 or 21 to 22. I think. I don't know.
Okay, you guys are good with those answers?
Mm-hmm.
All right. It is the Baltimore Ravens in 2000.
2000 Ravens.
They got that record.
Oh, wow. I knew we had it. I knew that much.
Currently,
All right,
unless
one.
Google is lying, the Seahawks have not allowed a 100-yard rusher this season or in 22 straight games. Last one was James Cook on October 27th, 2024.
All right, what's the last
Very
one?
impressive. Most
I never
rushing
would've-
touchdowns in a single season. And how many? And who was it?
Daniel Tomlinson, 26.
Yeah.
Who had the most rushing touchdowns in the season?
Most rushing touchdowns in a single season. Daniel Tomlinson, 2006, 26 touchdowns.
I
Yeah.
think it's 26. I think it's 28. I think he and Sean Alexander had 28. Or
One
someone
most
had.
valuable player.
I think it's LT with 28.
Okay.
I'll answer.
Yeah. LT was my guess.
And how many?
26, right?
26?
I believe. 28. Sean Alexander had 27. I cheated. I'm Googling.
Oh, then you
Sean-
exempt from the
there you
question
have
then.
it.
Sean Alexander tied the gay
Point.
priest, and then LT
Point.
had one more.
Point to JJ. 28.
It was 28. For LT, huh?
Because the year he had 31, he broke the
Uh,
record. 28 rushing and 3 receiving. I knew that off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
Because LT was my
So
favorite.
JJ got 3.
What's that in your
JJ,
bowl,
you got
JJ?
3
Is that Crow? From
JJ, you got 3
Cousins'
points.
performance
Tom, you got
last
2
night?
points. Jay, you got 1.
Hey, we got one tonight, people. Oh, wow.
JJ is currently dining on Crow
JJ
due
got
to
the
that
W.
Kirk Cousins performance last night.
JJ, congratulations to JJ on this one. He knows ball, part 7. And when we return, it's going to be the feature topic of the episode. So stay tuned. We're going to pay a bill or two and be right back with Mo Gun.
This is actually.
And we're back and we're live on the Gauntlet Friday night. I don't know, JJ. Oh, he has his shrimp bowl. Okay, cool.
It's Crow.
Oh, okay.
Shrimp.
It's Crow.
But anyway, now we're here to talk about that time an old man came out of retirement after 5 seasons. At the age of 44, Phillip Rivers, amid team quarterback injuries, has returned to the Indianapolis Colts. He signed to the practice squad. All intents and purposes is saying that he's going to start. Will this be a mistake? Will this be enough to save the Indianapolis Colts season? You know, I was watching NFL Network earlier this morning, and it had a clip of Phil Rivers, and he was up there saying, you know, hey, I'm not here to play hero. You know, I'm not here to save the season or anything like that. And and Maurice Jones-Drew was like, no, sir. Yes, that's what you're here to do. That's exactly why they called you in. You know, otherwise they would have left you at home. But Phil Rivers is coming back, and there's already been clips of him in practice. People are saying he's still got that famous release that he's had his whole career. But I want to start off with JJ and not J. Well, actually, JJ, where you at? He's not on camera.
I'm
Okay.
right here. No,
Okay.
even though I'm off camera, I'm still there. Even though I'm off camera, I'm still here.
Okay, all right. Then. Well, then, hey, well, your thoughts about this move? You think it's going to be a mistake? Is it enough to?
I don't think it's enough to save the Colts season, but I get it, man. You try your best. You know, you got to try as much as you can. And at the end of the day, he is a guy that at least knows the team. You know, he's played for them. Even though he hasn't played for this coach, he at least knows, you know, the front office played with personnel and stuff. So I think it's worth a shot. And I mean, at the very least, I like it for the sports bets. I'm just saying, like, at least you have an idea of a quarterback that can at least try to get to the guys. Because at the end of the day, base defensive coverages are base defensive coverages. And at the end of the day, that's something Phillip Rivers has seen. So not saying he's going to dissect it, but it's not like he's a deer in headlights. And at the end of the day, I don't mind it. They have an offensive line that can run the football. So it's not like that Phillip doesn't have the ability to at least lean on, their offense to at least as he's trying to get into a flow. I don't think it's going to save the season, but hey, like I said.
If I'm not mistaken, Shane Steichen actually did work with Phil Rivers when he was in San Diego because I think he was a quarterback coach at the time.
Correct.
Even better. So at the end of the day, I'll say this, people. I know when they saw that, Daniel Jones went down, everybody looking at players for that team on like sports bets. Go ahead and do that if you want to. You might be missing out on something with like, Michael Pittman or something, because every quarterback that comes into a situation has one player they throw to the most, that they have that target. It always is there. It doesn't matter if they're going to get it to them, if it does or not, but the whole point that you're looking for is to just get that opportunity. And I think you might take it.
All right. This kind of reminds me, and Dom, you might remember this one, but during the 2011 season when the Texans were on the brink of making the playoffs for the first time and Matt Schaub had gotten hurt, and I distinctly remember that year we went into free agency, and man, this was the bottom of the barrel, and we signed Jake Delhomme and old-ass Jeff Garcia. Garcia never played a snap. Mahomes played one game. And at that time, Garcia was like 50. But I'm going to swing it over to Dom and get your thoughts about this, man.
I wish I had a silly hat and some 1930s glasses so I could just shout like Cam Newton, "Why didn't you call me? I'm still in game shape." Fuck you, Cam Newton. There's a reason that you were summarily dismissed from this league while you were still in, he was still young enough to play, and supposedly he was healthy enough, but it's like, no, Cam, no. What Cam Newton has done since retiring has only detracted from his legacy. I see clips of his podcasts all the time. He's always yelling. I never knew he really had that much personality. I don't really like it, but he's all mad. I don't know that Phillip Rivers is an answer. I don't know if he's the answer. I didn't realize that it's been like 4, almost 5 years now since he's played. He's 45 years old. He doesn't know how much. He doesn't know how. I was wrong the other night. I misspoke. I thought he had told like the trainer or whoever the guy was managing the scale. It was actually during an interview when they asked him how much he weighed, and he was like, I don't know. But it's like when you're retired and you're trying to raise 78 kids, like, are you regularly stepping on the scale? Probably not.
Not for himself.
We'll see how it goes. I think the Colts season was pretty much officially over when Daniel Jones' Achilles exploded. Like, does Phillip Rivers have a chance to lead them to 1 or 2 more victories than whoever their backup was? The one that's younger than Phillip Rivers' oldest son? Probably.
Oh boy.
It's not enough to save the season. It's a rickety ass 45-year-old, broken bridge over troubled waters. But I don't know. We'll see. I'm sure it'll be fun to watch. I hope that poor old man doesn't die on the field with that.
The scary thing is Dom might be right. His son might actually be as old as the youngest person.
His oldest son is older than the Colts' other quarterback by a few months.
James,
I don't know. We'll see what happens. It'll be entertaining.
Well, I don't think this is going to end well. I'll put it that way. Once you get to a certain age,
like closer to 90 than birth,
there's certain things that your body cannot withstand anymore. And we kind of saw this with Tom Brady at the end of his career. And one of those things is getting annihilated by a 300-pound defensive lineman. So the first time, blitz comes at him and, a big-ass defensive tackle is just running past the offensive line, and Phillip takes that first hit, I don't know, man. He might be going home early.
Man,
I don't. First of all, I really don't think this is going to help the Colts in the long term.
Not at
It's
all.
not going to help them have a chance of winning, unfortunately. So we'll have to see if Daniel Jones will come back there on a 1 year. But at a certain age, I just don't think your body can handle this.
If they
So
do,
I'm not wishing anything on Philip Rivers. I don't think it's going to end well. That's my take.
if they do something and he does something strong, that's a movie made to be made. That's for sure.
Yeah, you know, I saw a meme earlier today that said, "Bring Phil Rivers back to face the Hawks defense and the Texans defense is straight up elderly abuse," and it made me chuckle a little bit. But with that, yeah, I'm actually afraid for his life now. But with that being said, we'll move on to our non-sports topic. And yes, we're back on the music tip. So, construct your dream concert. You paid a ticket to see the best of the best. One hip-hop group, one hip-hop solo artist, one R&B group, one R&B artist, all in one concert, 4 entities. JJ, you there?
Yeah, I'm there. Y'all go ahead, though. I'm texting my mom real quick, but y'all go ahead.
Okay, then. Hey, Dom, where you at, man? Yeah, where you at, Dom? You taking a piss?
Coming.
Okay.
Maybe it made me hungry watching me. I had to reheat some food.
Okay, then. Hey, did you get the non-sports topic? Did you hear it?
Yes, I got it.
Okay. Well, it's on you, buddy. What you got?
ICP is not allowed.
No, I spared all of y'all from any Detroit artists because I didn't want to have to explain myself. Even though, other than Jay, I've forgotten more about hip hop and R&B than either one of y'all ever knew. Actually, just James, because I know JJ knows his music. So, solo rapper, I couldn't really pick. I didn't feel confident about picking one, so I just kind of bitched out and went Tupac. Rap group, I could have easily picked Wu-Tang, but I actually went Hot Boys.
Oh, okay.
Just because, like, you get all the Hot Boys, and chances are, anytime you see a group, you'll see a solo. You know, you might get 1 or 2 Lil Wayne solo songs, a couple Juvenile solo songs, some Hot Boy shit, some BG shit. R&B artist, I went Aaliyah because she's near and dear to my heart, and R&B group took it way back and went Isley Brothers.
Woo! All right. So let me see here.
It's like we're the Isley Brothers.
Okay. All right. Not bad at all. JJ, what do you got, man?
So, my one R&B artist, I'm going to go with my man, Mr. Michael Jackson. He became the king of pop, but he has R&B, near and dear to his heart. And at the end of the day, in his time, even though those songs were pretty popish, but they were kind of made with the soul in there. Because when you think about R&B, it's about the soul that's put into the song. And he has to open it up for me. But I also I kind of want to cheat a little bit because I want to put Jasmine Sullivan with him because I love her too. And I've been to her concert, and her concert is the best concert I've ever been to in my life. R&B group. Is there any questionably putting my girl's Destiny's Child up in there? Because at the end of the day, I love them. I love everything about them. You know, at the end of the day, that's my peoples. The hip hop solo artist, I gotta give it to, hip hop solo. But I'm gonna give it to Missy. That's my hip hop girl. That's my hip hop. She's rap, but she's hip hop too. And everything Missy's put out, I dance to. I get down with the get down. So I got to give it to her. And then hip hop group. Oh. Are we encompassing rap with this or just because?
Rap and hip hop are the same thing.
Yeah.
Right. So if we're doing rap and hip hop, I'm going to have to go with the Hot Boys. That's my boys. That's my boys. If I'm at a club, I need Juvie to get on the track. I just need him to get on the track, and he needs to do the live from the 99, and let's get it going. That's
all right.
That's gonna make we're gonna tear the house down with that one because we all gonna be here, but we gonna go.
All right. Well, let's see. We're a hip hop group. I'm gonna go with my favorite hip hop group of all time, Bone Thugs and Harmony. I have gone and seen them live, and it was a great time. So I'm gonna have to put them in there. In my honest opinion, the most talented group that's ever lived, because not only can they rap fast, but they can legitimately sing as well. You could probably throw them in there in the R&B group section of this topic and get away with it. I'm gonna go with Bone Thugs and Harmony. Hip hop solo artist, I'm gonna go with Tupac Shakur. You know, my favorite solo artist ever. On R&B group, I'm gonna go with Jodeci. So, I got to throw a little New Jack Swing in there. So most definitely Jodeci. If they could perform the whole first album, that'd be dope. And then the one R&B artist, I'm going to go with, you know what? I thought about Michael Jackson, but I was like, man, that would be unfair because that man is worthy of just his own concert. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's worthy of his own concert. So I'm gonna actually go with Whitney Houston. I'm gonna go ahead on and throw Whitney in there. Whitney the GOAT. Hear her sing some of her greatest hits, and then some of the hits that led up to. But that would be my dream concert right there. Give me Bone Thugs, Pac, Jodeci, and Whitney. And it would be dope if Whitney came out, or if Jodeci came out doing one of Whitney's songs and sung along with her. That would be, that'd be badass. So James, who do you got, man?
Hip hop group. Yeah, I really wouldn't consider it a group, but more like a duo because they made a lot of music together. Jay-Z and Kanye West.
Okay.
I can't believe no one said Wu-Tang. Shame on y'all.
You didn't say Wu-Tang.
I like Hot Boys better.
Well, first of all, this is my damn list. I let you make your list, so let me make my list. Second, I'm not really the biggest Eminem fan, but I just think he would perform well with this lineup. So I'm putting Eminem as my solo artist.
Okay.
R&B group. I can't really pick a group.
You don't know because you don't listen to R&B. It's okay. We know.
No, I do know some R&B groups, but I just don't think it meshes well with this lineup. This is about having the best.
It's your list.
This is about having the best chemistry. This is about having the best chemistry, and I just don't think it really works here.
It's your list. It's your content. You can pick whatever the fuck you want. No regrets.
Yes, but if I have all these artists and I put Kool in the Gang because I love Kool in the Gang,
that's a dope selection.
You can't have Eminem on here. My palms are sweaty. He's neat. Arms are heavy, and then he gets up there and he says, "Get down on it. Get down on it." Like, nah, like we're not.
I think he's trying to have the pleasurable. I get he's trying to mesh it up. Like it pleasures. It all meshes well where you nonstop and just.
It doesn't matter. There's no one else in the crowd other than your homies.
And my R&B artist, I'm gonna throw Alicia Keys.
Okay.
My pick.
I dig that. Okay. I like Alicia Keys a lot.
R&B artist. Wait, who did you say for R&B group?
I said I'm skipping it because it doesn't mesh.
Kool in the Gang.
Okay.
But if I had to, I mean, that would be my favorite group. But I just don't think it works with this lineup.
Any real music head would love your selection
because that would be the part of the concert everybody would be like, "Yo, what the fuck is this?"
And you'd be like, "Motherfucker, that's Kool in the Gang. Fuck you. Go get a beer."
Get down on it. Get down on it.
I would have accepted that. I would have taken it.
You actually might be surprised at how much people would actually get down to that song.
I know.
Because a lot of us would, even if that's to say, it's not even. It's just the generation. Because at the end of the day, if you with your peoples, they know that song. That's Get There to Do a Soul Train line.
I actually heard that song playing one time when I was watching an NFL game. You know how they play music when they're
going out to the commercials.
Somebody scored a touchdown. They started playing Kool in the Gang, and I was like, "Yo,
A lot of those stadiums they have. A lot of those stadiums they have those. They have the touchdown song. Hey, James, at the link when the Eagles score a touchdown, what do they play over the loudspeakers?
The Eagles song.
That's right. It is the Fly Eagles Fly song.
Ain't nothing wrong with being like, how do you want to really don't want to dance?
Every season's got a touchdown song. Eagles just have
that. Back up on the wall. Tell me how you really want to do it if you really won't take a chance by standing. Are you kidding me? Let's go. I'm ready for that.
Yeah. And even if like they don't know it, like even if it's like too young of a generation that they would like someone who's like 21 years old right now, like they be drinking and they hear something with a beat and be like, hey, and
is
drinking and shit. But
is Pete Rock and CL Smooth considered R&B?
No,
it's
hip hop.
It's more like hip hop.
They're hip hop, yeah.
I don't know, man, but the song They Reminisce Over You, when he says like 5 kids at 21, I'm like, damn.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he was NBA Youngboy before NBA Youngboy. I think even DMX might have had 5 or 6.
Don't let the way they
never heard of a fucking condom.
Don't let the way they dressed back then fool you. They definitely was still doing their dang thing back then. They just had a different name for them. It's not a whore now. It's not 304 in the day. It was back in there. It was a tramp or a slut.
Sorry, but that's some Diddy shit right there. How freaky do you gotta be? Think about how freaky you gotta be to get 5 kids before the age of 21.
21, yeah.
I mean, you have
probably by different women.
Freaky shit right there.
Yeah. And they probably are by different women. So, well, if there's nothing else, we've reached the end of the show. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to The Gauntlet. And please follow us on Sideline Sports Network and also on James Tatum's his YouTube, JT's Point of View. Shout out to Bacon Grizz in the comments. Appreciate you stopping through as usual. And be on the lookout for some more shows coming your way by way of this network. So until then, enjoy your Friday
out
night.
Arthur Hill, Craig Davis, but I'm not an unconventional king. But shout out to them.
Unconventional Kings fam, y'all know what it is. And shout out, hold on, and wherever he is, shout out Will, man. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing good there, Will.
Still see him. He's and he pops on some of those line shows every now and then. He's an honorary line fan.
Okay.
Keyword honorary.
Hey, but hold on. But you know right now he's on the pedestal because his Panthers actually might do something this year. So, I'm not gonna hate on him or anything like that. But
he's happy. It's good. His happiness is good.
Yes, very, very good. But until next week, y'all, love, peace, and chicken grease. See ya for another episode of The Gauntlet.
Good night, Moncton, Nova Scotia.
Good night, Aguas Calientes City, Mexico.